Hello, I'm Steve Webb and the BBC West Politics Show have asked me to tell you my experiences of using e-petitions. The first question I've been asked is why e-petitions work. I think e-petitions are a complement to all the other ways that we campaign. People are used to signing a petition perhaps on a street stall or out while they're shopping, but increasingly people are campaigning online. Many people surf the net, they use email and social networking sites, and a logical extension of that is using an e-petition to register their views. The advantage of that is instead of just a very simple petition they read quickly and sign, they can read the background, think about the issues and then sign it only if they really mean it. The second question I've been asked is this just trendy politics? I think anything in this area can be a bit gimmicky. But if e-petitions are taken seriously, they can be a part of the overall campaigning strategy. You need to be sure you know who's signing them. You don't want Donald Duck signing something, that would be a nonsense. So you need to have some way of verifying who's signing them and some idea of working out whether they really mean what they're saying. That's why the number 10 Downing Street website doesn't let you sign straight on. It asks you to supply an email address and postal address just so that you can make sure you're not getting duplicate signatures and that you really are who you say you are. The third question is, does anybody take any notice of these things? The biggest e-petition that I can remember in recent years was the one on the Downing Street website about congestion charging. Well over 1 million people signed it, and although it didn't immediately change government policy, it created a huge amount of attention, and I think it means that when the government does legislate in that area, it will think much more carefully. In fact, I wouldn't want government policy and legislation to change just because a lot of people had signed an online petition. There needs to be reason, there needs to be argument, there needs to be debate. But an e-petition is like taking the temperature. It's seeing how strongly people feel about an issue, and that should be part of government's decision making. The fourth question I've been asked is whether more and more people are joining in with digital democracy. I'm certainly finding that there are huge numbers of people out there who are online in one way or another, and when I get in touch with them, more and more are willing to take part in email consultations, online discussion groups and forums. Many young people in particular don't vote, but actually are engaged in political issues, and if we use the internet and e-petitions to engage them, then when we have traditional voting to come, they may think it's more worth doing and may take part. The final question I've been asked is this just a lazy way of protesting? Obviously, in one sense, it's easy just to click a mouse. It's not like the Tolpuddle martyrs. It's not like going on the Jarrow marches. So in that sense, it's painless and maybe doesn't cost anything very much. So perhaps you could say it doesn't mean very much. But if it's just one part of people expressing their views, if we actually have a situation where many people don't think there's any point voting, then I think we have to take what we can get. If people are willing to go online, visit a web page, sign that they care about something, that's start of the process of re-engaging with people. So although it's not a huge sacrifice, perhaps it's not as profound as a letter or a conversation, a rally or a demonstration, it's part of the overall mix. And that's why I think we should be encouraging the technology, not scoffing at it.